Our first talk is from a senior lecturer, a professor in our department. He's currently the chairman of the Advanced Fundamental Research Cluster in Universiti Malaya. Prior to his present appointment, he was the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Research and Innovation, the Director of the Institute of Research, Management and Consultancy of Universiti Malaya, Dean of the Faculty of Science, Deputy Dean of the Faculty of Science, and the Head of the Physics Department. He has published over 60 papers in refereed journals and has presented many papers in international and local conferences, seminars, and workshops. Please give a warm welcome to Datuk Professor Dr. Muhamad Rasat.
Thank you, Ganesh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi and very good morning to all of you. First of all, let me thank the organizing committee for inviting me to speak for half an hour. So the slide is prepared for half an hour. When they invited me, they said, can you say something on the career of physics graduate? So I have difficulty identifying what I want to say, but eventually I come up with these topics. The future of physics graduate in Malaysia. This is specifically referring to Malaysia, but I noticed today we have many foreign students, and some of these aspects are also perhaps relevant to you. Number two, I would like to thank the department, especially the department, Professor Karim, which I think run this department very well and introduced this kind of activity, which is very useful for students. Ladies and gentlemen, when we are talking about physics, perhaps we want to know what motivates us to do physics. And when you ask at your final year, when you ask what can we physicists do, it's a bit too late. You should ask that question after your matriculasi or A-level before you come into university and decide what subject to choose. But anyway, how important is physics to mankind? This is a huge question, very difficult to answer. But I have a simple answer for you. This is the first one. Unfortunately, I think the computer, because I put some color here, so I cannot see the color. But you see, the most influential people past 100 years, last century, is Einstein, who is a physicist. And Einstein has influenced in many things that happened to this world in past 100 years or so, in especially physics. And then, how about this lady? Most powerful women in the world now. This is published last year, August last year. Angela Merkel, who is the Chancellor of Germany. You see here, show a great talent for mathematics, science, and languages, and doctorate in physics. You see, the most important person last century and the most powerful women now are both physicists. So I hope this will motivate you to do better in physics and become one of these. And if there are female students here want to venture into politics I think all of us can vote for her. And she became the next Prime Minister of Malaysia. But you see, what physics can do for you? In the case of Angela Merkel, it solved a lot of problems. Unemployment, you know, this is very interesting. Push later retirement age, longer retirement age, put more senior women in government posts. This is happening in Malaysia now. Raise payment, this is really important for us. And then, you know, run a big country. I think this is the third biggest economy in the world after USA, Japan, so Germany, and so on. Okay, so there must be something good about physics training. So don't worry about what you want to do after this, but the training is good, so you can do a lot of things for the benefit of mankind. And then, this is a question I pose to you. This is to final student, not to professor or senior lecturer. What do you want to do the next 35 years? I assume that you are now 23 years old and you retire at 58. So you have 35 years old. I think you better think very, very seriously now, because this is perhaps not the beginning of 35 years journey. So, what do you want? What do you want to do next 35 years? For me, I have another 2 years. For Prof. Karim, he may have another 10 years. So, very important question. Maybe I can share with you some of the information based, you know, in this country. Last year, or rather 2007, August 2007, the then Prime Minister, Yang Muhamad Abdullah Badawi, launched this Higher Education Transformation Roadmap. The roadmap basically comprises of two documents. One is National Higher Education Strategy Plan, and then National Higher Education Action Plan. So you have the strategic plan, you have the action plan. So today I want to share some of this with you. And the reason that I want to share with you because this document spell out some opportunity for you, you know, at least after you graduate from this university. There are levels of transforming higher education for the country. Individual level, institutional level, national level, and international level. For you, this one is very important. We always talk about human capital development. So I think one of the main role of university is to help develop human capital, not just human capital with first-class mentality. And then this is the roadmap. The target is 2020 or beyond. Again, I'm sorry, I actually put some emphasis with color here, but this is very crowded slide. I just want you to focus here. Research University, Center of Excellence, 100 RSE per 10,000 workforce. RSE is Researcher, Scientist, Engineer. Now we are about 20. And by 2020, we want to increase that to 100 RSE per 10,000. So you imagine how many that you need to train. 100,000 PhD by 2023. This is slightly modified now, as you well aware. There is this scheme called Brain 15. Mostly Brain 15 kan? So actually is to create 60,000 PhD by 2020.